Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the dark side. This is episode 5 of the Hypixel Skyblock Ironman series. So, just updates again. Finnegan is finally gone, and the Jacobs contests have returned to normal. Now, unfortunately, as you'll see with, for instance, the pumpkin contest where they cheated us, we did not get additional tickets from that. We did not even get the recognition, but this does say we placed in silver. But looking at not this, the medals here, it's still stuck on bronze. So at least that chapter has closed and we can move on. We also got melon leggings and the helmet. I did switch out for the farmer's boots for the additional fortune, and we will be working on getting rancher boots as well. But for now, we are working on the last piece of melon gear. And in this process, I realized that I'm an idiot because I have been thinking about the melon gear as a set bonus and not a tiered bonus. I was under the impression that you needed the whole set to start getting croppies. So imagine my surprise when I got a crappie with only one piece on while participating in the farming contests again. Also, speaking of, we have one gold medal and we're about halfway to the second gold medal. I did get another plot unlocked while we were participating in some contests. It just needs to be cleaned up. I was thinking of getting sugarcane next, but now I'm leaning a little bit towards getting a cactus knife, because cactus is quite an easy gold medal farm, because it's very uncompetitive and very easy to get gold in cactus. I think from personal experience, it's about the easiest to get a gold medal in cactus than any of the other crop types. So maybe get cactus to get some gold medals and get all the upgrades from Anita's shop. But once that's clean, I can always switch it out back and forth between different crop types. Other than that, no real other progress in farming. Our chicken pet is almost level 100. Oh, it's level 91, so it's a while away, but it's doing the most now. I'm thinking of saving up some copper and buying the yellow bandana for it because I think the green bandana on Iron Man is going to be next to impossible to get. There are a few visitors that I'm not serving at the moment, specifically for like this one who includes the flowering bouquet, which I want to get. So as soon as we get cocoa beans, I believe is what he wants. I didn't check now. Yeah. As soon as we get cocoa beans, we'll get our first flowering bouquet or bouquet, um, and then we can do that. Uh, Pests doing really well. I haven't been lassoing them. I've been uh, using my vacuum on them because I am looking for a very specific item. Uh, which, if you talk to her and you look at the fly, I want to get the beady eyes so that we can get more farming fortune from using the vacuum. But for now, as far as farming goes, we will just be completing the melon set, completing the rancher boots, and working on getting a few more medals, even if they're bronze, just so that we can start getting the farming tools together for when we have the resources to get replenishing. Moving over to our fishing progression, we got the full Blackwater set, the full equipment Blackwater set, and the junk artifact. We also got two challenging rods. Now, my reasoning for this is we are gonna want to go treasure fishing again for belt buckles, coins, and boots eventually. I'm just so tired of fishing right now. I mean, I can't even begin to describe how much I hate fishing. But we have this rod, which we are going to put away until we're ready for that, and the other rod, which we are going to be using to get the flex bones eventually. But for now, I think I'm ready to move away from fishing. It's really horrible. Uh, Not there, accessories. So we'll put that in there. We have the means and ways to get more coins eventually, but for now, I'm not going to do that. We did uh, from the treasure rod, we removed the lure, or not the lure. Which enchantment was it? It's the angler. We removed angler because it does kind of take away any chances to get treasure when you keep fishing up sea creatures, but we'll put that on eventually again. And then something interesting I noticed is when you look at the sea creature chance, one of the additions to that is luck of the sea. But when you look at the enchantment, it just says treasure chance. So I'm thinking of taking that off of the treasure rod, and we will lose the 2.5 treasure chance, but I believe we will also be losing the sea creature chance when we do that. Um, because that's a bit unfortunate that it causes so much sea creature chance when the your whole purpose is to catch treasure with it. Luckily, in the flooded Tombway or whatever it's called, the area where the flex bones are caught, that's not going to be an issue because we can't catch sea creatures there. But we'll cross that bridge when we get back into coin fishing and the bayou fishing. We also got ourselves a builder's wand and expanded the island just a little bit because I think our mission for today is going to be to get a few portals set up just so that we have access to all the areas from the comfort of our own home. We are also we got our third booster cookie or fourth, I'm not even sure anymore. Um, but I'm saving up for the bits talisman now because that will help us get more bits later on and will help us get a lot of stuff that we can't get otherwise. Um, because yeah, it's gonna take a while for us to build up bits, especially when it comes to minion upgrades and so on, which requires bits, or certain portals are gonna require the portalizer, which we can only get through bits. So having that little bit of extra chance of getting extra bits is gonna help us a bunch in the long term. We did also upgrade all the coal minions to tier 7 while all of this was happening, and they are busy producing, and pretty soon we'll have enough to start putting the enchanted lava buckets in them. We will need to focus a little bit on iron as well, but I'm not going to be too stressed about that as it's not that expensive. We can mine that iron ourselves. We can probably make our way to the dwarven mines and mine the iron stuff there while we're doing some commissions, just to get that line of Hypixel started as well. Getting to the Crystal Hollows, figuring out what all that's about. I think I've been to the Crystal Hollows once. I've seen a few videos of the nucleus runs, but I still have no idea what's going on there. As for our pets, uh, yeah, we've been using a frog pet for fishing. Apparently, I found this while on Galatea, um, and it's a pretty decent fishing pet, but we're gonna need the flying fish eventually, and I think we need to be fishing level 20 to catch that, or catch the creature that spawns them. And as you can see, we're still a while off from that, but we're getting there eventually. we did reach the purpose that we went fishing for. We unlocked the sack of sacks with quite a decent amount of space. So with the coal, we can make the mining sacks, and with the farming, we have the largest sack sack for agronomy. We just need the enchanted one, which is gonna take quite a while because it's pretty expensive. We have two, and we need, I think, 14 of that. So we're on track with that, but I'm not gonna rush that too much. It's more of a long-term thing. We'll gather that as we go along. I do also want to upgrade the SkyMod vacuum as we go, just so that it does a little bit more damage, and especially the last tier when we can start using the vinyls on them, because that's going to be an integral part on my farming. Let's call it a strategy, to get more gold medals and so on. As with the final version of the SkyMod vacuum, you can sort of dictate which pests have the most likely chance to spawn, and then set up your farm in such a way for farming contests that you essentially have a very high chance of getting a high level of pests, which drop a lot when your fortune becomes high enough. We also got a lion pet from the traveling merchant, or what's his name? Ringo, I think. He is currently being upgraded. He has 2 hours left. I think he's on his way to rare. We did get him at a very low value, as I do not have the funds buying booster cookies at this point to afford anything more than that. Yeah, we have a total of 2 million left to our name. At the end of the last episode, I think we had 8. So we sold a few things that we farmed and so on. And that gave us what we needed for um, the next booster cookie. We also made some decent progress on the account upgrades. We are very close to getting, I think this is the last one from that. And I think pretty soon, maybe like within the next 2 or 3 episodes, we might do a minion run where we try to get as many minion slots as we can, just to kind of focus more on having these guys produce for us while we go along. Okay, we got what we needed. This is going to be almost everything we need to make all the foraging portals. So just one to each of the islands. The last one, which is the portal to the lock, we are gonna need a portalizer, which we will get. We will start getting them after we get the bits talisman. So that costs, I think, 5,000 bits. So until we get that, we won't be making that portal yet. So let's just get all of this and let's craft. So we have the birch bark, the dark thicket, the savanna woodland, the spruce woods, the jungle island, and last but not least, or not last, yeah, last, the travel scroll to the lock. Now, I did already make one of these for myself just to be able to warp there, and I used it. But for now, uh, we'll just keep the scroll here for when we get to a point where we can actually do that. So these ones are pretty easy to get, just 2 stacks of the wood and then normal ender pearls. I actually had to go to the end to farm some endermen for normal ender pearls, as all we really had was enchanted ones. So my thoughts now are to actually make this a little bit themed. So divide the island in little sections. So essentially one corner is going to be foraging, another corner is going to be mining. I don't think we really need farming, but if that comes, we need to make this look good. Oh, by the way, if you think of making this platform, just make sure that you look in the Acacia collection. Just get there. I think it's yeah, Acacia level 7, the repelling candle. You give that to Jerry in the island properties, and it will turn off and on, or you can turn mob spawning off and on, so that these areas are not, when they are not lit up, monsters will spawn here without that, and I do not have the energy to deal with that. So I'm quickly gonna see what I can do to make this look a little bit better, because the portals are nice, but I think we can do a bit better to make it on theme a little bit. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, and the portals are set up. It's not the best, but I thought like having a little platform and a theme for each of them, going up in quality from like in the order of the foraging islands might be fun. I'm still not sure what the vibe for this is gonna be, and I'm pretty sure I will be expanding the size of the island later on. Just to I built it here in the corner, planning to put in some pathways here. The grass is spreading great. It will get here eventually. But for now, all of this is set up, and then I'll probably put the lock one somewhere around here as well. And then as we progress throughout the series, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of stuff that thematically will fit there. So like going through some of these things, there might be some fun things that we can build just to help with that, or even just some growing some trees or some foliage, maybe a hedge maze. We'll see where the world takes us. But for now, the foraging island portals are up. So if we ever need wood, these are available now. For now, I think that's the only portals I'm gonna put up now. We'll probably do a little bit of like island stuff in each episode, but I don't want a full episode dedicated just to that. I do want to see if we go here, which of these we can actually unlock. Undiscovered. We can maybe try to get the travel scrolls just to make that a little bit easier. The Bayou one I'm not gonna get now. I think it costs 8 busted belt buckles. We currently have 4, but I can't be bothered to fish for that right now. The end might be a useful one to get. I actually don't know. The the Dragon's Nest one I would really appreciate, because that's the one I frequently use when I go to the Visit Islands or the Portal Hub Islands. It might be worth looking into how to get that one. The spiders then obviously has quite a few. It's the arachne, the top of the nest. I have no idea what. I know that something spawns at the top of the nest, but I don't know what happens there. So that's also something I need to learn. The rest of these deep caverns will get, gold mine will get, all of that. Yeah, we're gonna need a farming area. So we'll probably make like this the designated foraging area, have a corner for farming, a corner for um what mining, maybe the other corner be something like combat. Maybe have like a big like water feature in the middle, designated for like the fishing area and so on. That might be fun. Like have the portal be like the portal to the realm of madness in Skyrim in the middle of like a water area. I think that could be fun. But I do want to make an effort with this island eventually. So I'm gonna break one of my oldest traditions is to actually build a house. Now, in any Minecraft that I play, I go for the practical approach. So I normally just do stuff that serve a purpose, but I do want to get back into the skill of actually building stuff for aesthetics. So if you see something I build and you think, no, this looks really, really bad, please tell me, and I'll break it down and I'll do it over again. Because I do need to learn how to do that as well, especially going forward. I want to be able to make something that looks nice, actually. But for now, I think I want to see how we are progressing with minions. So we're gonna need 17 more unique minion slots. And there's a lot of minions that we have not unlocked yet. Glowstone minions, we need to fight witches, which we're gonna have to put the island difficulty on for again. Um, that's gonna take a while. Gravel, we can actually get fairly easily. Red sand. Red sand and mycelium, I'm not gonna get into that anytime soon. Clay minion, we should actually have that unlocked after fishing. It might be worthwhile to just set one up eventually, just to unlock that easily, the clay collection. Ice, we'll wait for Jerry's Island. Snow, we need to wait. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Gold, yeah, we haven't had a need for that, so we haven't done that, but that should be fairly easy. Diamond, we haven't had a use for. Emerald, all of those are easy. Quartz is gonna take a while, because I think, what combat level are we? 19. Okay. No, so we're fairly close to unlocking the Isles. Then we can get the quartz. Endstone, we have the resources, we just need to do it. Mithril will set up. Hearthstone, we need to get into mining for. Have I not crafted any carrot minion? That's that's ironic. I might actually no, I'm not gonna do the farming minion. I might actually do the farming minions just to get more minion slots. But I'll do that as and when I get contests. I'll upgrade them. But I'm pretty surprised that I haven't crafted a carrot minion yet. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't. That's very ironic. But point being, there's still a lot to do. I might actually need to turn on. What do I need for? Oh, oh yeah, I was gonna get yeah the aspect of the end. We might need to turn on the spawning of mobs. I did create, you might have seen a little platform down here. So in the day, we can come down here and have essentially an infinite amount of mobs spawn due to the platform up there, making it shadows. I think, let me see, carpentry level. What are we? When do we unlock the crafting table? That, or not the enchanting table, the proper one. Oh, 22. Almost there. Once we get this, it's going to be sorted. I do also need, what's that table called that gives you enchanting experience? It's the experimentation table. Recipe experimentation. Let's see. That's pretty simple. Let's quickly craft that. I should have everything because I think that's gonna, okay. I think that's gonna be important. can go to the hub, go over to the librarian. Let's see. I'm just gonna buy one, craft, craft that, and then go back to the island. We'll set up a better area. We'll also replace all of this eventually. Um, Now I am still not sure. I might be very, very bad at this, but let's give it a try. We need 25 experience levels. Okay, we have that. Uh, I still don't know if there's a trick to this, but light blue, brown, dark blue, lime, lime, extra clicks, red, red. Ooh, that was lucky. Yellow, yellow, more clicks. That one, that one. Okay, so we just missed out on. Oh, we didn't miss out. Did we get? Oh, that went really well. That's a lot of experience. And I believe, ooh, Skyblock 45. That's, yeah, that's a lot of levels. Okay, let's see what we get from that. Um, Gravity enchantment to airborne mobs by 80%. I'm not gonna find it in there. I actually don't know what all the enchantments are. Bank enhance enchantment. Saves 50% of your coins on death. Enemies drop. Ooh, I need to look into that. That looks like an ultimate enchantment though. So hopefully we can get that from the experimentation table, but I'm not sure. Piercing, venomous. Okay, that's pretty simple. Spiked hook enchantment. This is going to be useful when we actually start to level up. Uh, Fishing. But we'll be doing our daily stuff for this. Uh, we'll probably make a designated enchanting area inside the manor or the house or whatever we're gonna build. But I think we can make the island look very, very nice. But top priority, of course, is gonna be minions, as they have been crucial in getting some of the stuff that I just couldn't be bothered to do manually. Because mining enough redstone for the compactor would have been horrible. And I think with like a night of being AFK, they should produce enough to craft at least one or two enchantment buckets, and then the rates will just go up and up. Uh, yeah. So I think this might be a bit of a shorter episode, but a lot that needs to happen is going to be very time consuming. There's not much that I can demonstrate now. I think the plan is to work on minions, work on the melon gear, and oh, wait, before I go, I see now in the time that I built the portals, we got the 15,000 bits we need. So let's quickly get that, add that to our accessories. And there we go. Now, whenever we gain bits, we have a 10% chance to gain double. I don't know if that that's ambiguous. Does that mean for something like the enchant or the farming contests, which gives you a certain amount of bits, do you get double that and it takes double from the bits that you can get, so that bit's available? Or does it mean you get double and it only takes a singular uh, of that amount? If you know, maybe let me know in the comments because I'm very unsure about that now. Uh, I was pretty confident in what I thought it would be before making the video, but now I'm actually very unsure. I've never looked into that. I don't I never really cared about bits. I just bought the stuff off of the auction house. But now it's actually impacting me, so I need to know. But we'll get into more combat stuff later on as well. I think we're in a fairly good place with combat in comparison to the other lines of progression. But for now, foraging we're doing fine, hunting we're doing fine. Hunting will just gather stuff as we go. I do always have salts active. I might just get a few loomies as well to make better salts so that if we fight anything, we get better rates for it. But I think next episode we're gonna get into mining at last. So I'm gonna do some of the stuff that I've discussed between these episodes, but in the next episode we're gonna try to get to at least a point where we can go to the crystal hollows and see what actually figure out what we need to do there. Um, but that's gonna be it from my side. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night.